Hi folks, this video is all about how to take your drawings and get them into a format that will work well with your computer. This could be for comic or some other type of artwork. So, if you have a scanner, you can scan your drawings, but this is only the beginning of the process. The scanned image will probably not look as good as you would like it to, so you need to do more to get it the way you want. To do this, you need software to manipulate the image, something like Photoshop to copy and paste, resize, add colours, etc. This type of software is called a graphics editor, and there are free alternatives out there. The one I use is called the Gimp, and it does everything I want to create my comic. You can download the Gimp from the website below. This is open source software, totally free, and it works on Mac, Windows and Linux. Okay, so you have your drawing and you're ready to scan. Your scanner will have various different settings. Set it to the maximum image quality or resolution. This might be expressed as DPI, dots per inch. But whatever the settings are, choose the highest resolution so you get the clearest, sharpest image. In Gimp, open your scanned image. As you can see, the scanner has captured a good quality rendering of your drawing, including pencil lines and the texture and colour of the paper, which is not pure white. We're going to clean this up a bit to make it sharper, but first we have to think about the size of the image. It's bigger than you think it is. Take a look at this little dialog box at the bottom left of the window. It says 12.5%. This is the display size on your screen. Let's change it to 100% to see how big it really is. It's very big, much bigger than we need, but this is good because we know for sure that it's got a good quality image. If it was too small, resizing it would cause it to lose quality. Too big is not a problem, we can just cut it down to a more manageable size. Leaving it this large will probably cause problems for your computer because working on it will eat up a lot of memory, which will slow everything down. It'll also make it more difficult to store and upload. So, go to the top, Image, Scale Image. Under Image Size, look at Height. It's currently 7007 pixels high. That is ginormous. Let's change it to 1000. Just overwrite the value you want, press Enter, then click Scale. If this is too big for your screen, try another value like 900, 800, etc. Okay, so now your image looks exactly the same, but if we check the display size box down here, we see that this is now displaying at 100%. That's good, this is now a manageable size that we can work with easily. Now to clean up the image we use filters. Go to Filters, Artistic, Soft Glow. There are two soft glow options here. I prefer the Legacy, which is an old version that they kept, but that's just because it's what I'm familiar with. I'm going to turn the glow radius to 0 and the brightness and sharpness up to maximum. Now in your black and white image you can see that the white is much whiter, but the black has greyed out a bit. Now we need another filter, Artistic Cartoon. It shows you a preview of the default settings, and as you can see your black lines are looking much blacker, but it also magnifies any imperfections, creating noise. If I increase the mask radius, it thickens the black lines and smooths them out, making them more solid, which is what we want. Let's turn it up to maximum. We can make the lines more black and solid by increasing the percent black. Turn this up to maximum as well. Now the picture looks much better, but we've still got a bit of noise to clean up. There are two ways to do this. For a few small areas, you can just use the paintbrush tool. First of all, set the colour of your paintbrush to match the colour of the background by using the Colour Picker tool. It looks like a pipette. Just click anywhere on the background. The colour box here will show you what colour you're now using. Now select the paintbrush and just paint over the noise. You might need to adjust the size of the tool here in the tool options. If you have a large area of noise, there's a quicker way to clean it up. We're going to select the whole area by using the Free Select tool, which is this lasso over here in your toolbox. Just mark out the area you want to isolate. Click Enter to complete the selection and you will see the area outlined with an animated line, the so-called marching ants. Now go to Edit, Fill with FG, Foreground Colour. It does exactly what it says, and this is a very useful option. Remember, you can move outside the box when selecting the area you want to isolate in this way. Also, you don't have to worry about not quite getting the end of your line right to the beginning. When you press Enter, Gimp just finds the most direct way to join them together. Now your image is pure black lines on a pure white background. Unless you're going for the minimalist look, you're probably going to want to add some colour. In Gimp this is very simple. First choose your colour in the colour box here on the left. In this rainbow stripe, pick the colour you want, and then in the big box to the left you can set the lightness, darkness of that colour vertically and the saturation horizontally. The current stripe at the bottom shows you what colour you'll be using. Let's choose a sort of silvery blue for the spacesuit. Now get the bucket fill tool and just click in the area you want to colour. It fills up the whole space up to the black borders. Now, if your lines don't join up, the colour will break through any gaps you left. If you see this, just repair the gaps. First undo your mistake, Edit, Undo, or Command Z on a Mac, Control Z on a PC. Now get your paintbrush, change colour to black, and make sure your brush size is right. About 7 pixels should do it. Now you can pick another colour and fill in the separate area as you want. If you're using a darker colour, watch out for white noise at the edge of your black borders. To fix this, turn up the threshold on the bucket fill tool. Not too high though, or it will break across the lines completely. Be very careful using black. If you colour an area black, it merges with the black border. This is not itself a problem unless you change your mind and decide to change the colour, then that colour runs into the black border and every black line touching it. You can undo anything while the image file is still open, but once you save it, close it, then reopen it, you won't be able to undo those changes. You can still use a colour that is close to black, just make sure it has some colour in it. Finally, make sure you give your image a background colour, not black, which will destroy the edges, and don't leave it white. Use a fairly dark colour, preferably very different to one that you've already used in the image. Why do you need to do this? I'll explain that reason in a later video, but for now, trust me, this is a very useful step. Obviously, you must save your work. With Gimp, the save option works like most other bits of software you're used to. File, Save As, then give it a name. It will save it as a .xcf file. This is Gimp's own format, which does not work with other programs. If you want to do something else with your image, like post it up on the internet, you'll need to create an internet-friendly version. To do this, you have to export the file. File, Export As. If you've already given the file a name, it'll choose that name for the exported version. Just make sure that it has .jpg or .png at the end of it. You'll now have two versions of your image file. The JPEG or PNG can be uploaded to a web page. Keep both versions. If you want to go back and change something, reopen the XCF file. When you're finished, save it and then export it again, replacing the first exported file. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.